I am Gwendolyn Dunlap, a cisgender white female with short brown hair. I use she, her pronouns, and I have multiple accessibility challenges that tend to be hidden unless I'm speaking in public. I am wearing a purple Husky football jersey, and my virtual background is Suzzallo Library at night. Today, we will explore a top 10 accessibility checklist for documents, newsletters, and websites. This presentation won't cover everything you can do to increase accessibility, but I will highlight some of the most impactful tools and techniques. Many examples will be of our digital marketing platform, Marketo, since that is where I live and work. However, these recommendations are for anyone who builds or reads digital communications, which is everyone. My work is driven by the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, known as WCAG. They provide technical specifications to improve the accessibility of digital content for people with a wide range of requirements. You may be wondering why I'm discussing web guidelines for non-web-based documents and newsletters. Because they all operate using guidelines initially developed for websites. The internet is one of the best things that ever happened to those who are not accommodated by our built environment. Used correctly, it offers an expanded level of autonomy and has inspired a host of assistive technologies that can make people's lives easier. Together, we can make the built environment more inclusive for people with temporary or permanent visual, auditory, motor, and cognitive differences. But sometimes we have the technology and fail to implement it correctly, just like this inaccessible accessibility ramp. Next is a video of IT accessibility specialist Hadi Rangan using his JAWS screen reader with a newsletter that I built for chemistry before our digital accessibility initiative.
Now, I am looking, the first thing that we do that we usually with the content of an email, looking for the headings. So it tells me there is no headings here. So despite we might have several heading looking content and element here, we as a screen reader user won't be able to identify it because they are not coded as a heading. So how about the list? No list. There is also no list. So if we have some relevant information that are grouped together as a list, we won't be able to see them as a group. We see that as a single element. Next things is the graphic. Let me see what graphics we have here.
Select the graphic dialog. List 1, list view, University of Washington College of Arts and Sciences, 1 of 14.
So we have 14 graphics here. Chem letter, whatever it means.
The dash master dash 1 dash 600 x 200.jpg.
Okay, whatever the graphic this means. So they do not convey any information to us. Links.
List view, College of Arts and Sciences, learn more about div A0080Y0800.
Anyone? I'm asking my student. Do you guys know what this list is about? The links.
Presentation button. Images slash arrow dash purple.
Purple is very good.
Presentation 2 button link.
Yeah. So
images slash arrow dash purple.
So tons of issues, right?
Yes.
Link text are not meaningful.
Yeah.
Presentation button.
And the redundant link.
Yeah.
You know.
Images slash arrow dash purple. Presentation 2 button link. Images slash arrow dash purple. Presentation 2 button link.
So there's
Images slash arrow.
pretty much almost no intelligible information in this whole
Yeah.
document.
So do you know what I did? I just close it and delete it.
Yeah.
I don't read it.
Yeah.
Despite all the effort that the content creator has put into this stuff, it is practically useless for us. Sorry to say that, but it is, yeah. Now,
I know it seems bad, but like Avengers, we have the power to make meaningful changes, except that our superpowers will come in the form of a checklist. First check. Does the document have tagged headings? H tags are one of the most important navigation tools. Each document should have only one H1 tag around the document title. You can use multiple H2 through H5 tags as needed to provide structure. Bonus, properly used H tags also improve search engine optimization which helps people find your content. Many accessibility fixes offer a wide range of benefits for everyone. Here is an example of a Marketo newsletter where I used H2 tags on the purple headings, such as Biology Book Club and Alumna Highlight. Then I added H3 tags to the bold purple underlined links. Screen readers assemble a list of headings so their users can scroll up and down through the newsletter, grazing for stories of interest. For any user, this helps with cognitive load because our brains work better when we add structure, rather than presenting a wall of words like this. Second check, are lists used correctly? Lists increase scannability by breaking text into chunks of information. Create all lists using the application's list function. Do not use H tags in lists because they cause unpredictable results for screen reader users. Also, do not use hard carriage returns between list items. Instead, use paragraph spacing to achieve the desired look. Third check, do all images have alternative text? Most screen readers only allow 125 characters, so briefly describe the image. Convey the content and purpose of why the image was used without superfluous details. Here is an article about commuting in America. Using the alt text "man on escalator" doesn't provide enough information about why the image was chosen. Man wearing black backpack while walking down escalator paints a picture of a commuter rushing to catch a train. Embellishing it with people on the right are blurred out doesn't add any valuable information. Also, don't say image or photo of because the screen reader will announce the graphics. Using the alt text black wire frame on yellow background doesn't add more context for the associate article about summer funding for opportunities for faculty. And so if the image is purely decorative, write decorative image in the alt text or leave it blank so the screen reader skips it. Good alt text also improves SEO and displays when your image is broken, so folks still receive the missing information. Let's check. Are all hyperlinks meaningful? Can you guess what you would get when choosing one of these 9 Click Me buttons on this page? Neither could a screen reader user, since the links get pulled out of context and presented as a standalone list. Instead of read more or click here links, link the story title. We call these smart links because they help all users predict where the link goes. Here I used "Welcome to our 2019 cohort" and other story titles to create smart links. Check number 5. Does a document avoid visual cues? Here we have the instructions. To exit the panic room, press the round red button under the window. Could you find that button in this room with the lights out? Please don't do this to your users, especially when indicating required text fields or other important information. Ensure that all links are underlined and don't rely on text color alone to make the link stand out. This colorblind test reminds us that those with low vision, limited color vision, and many older users do not see color well. Underlining links also helps folks with limited or monochrome monitors and those trying to view their cell phones in the sun. Number 6, does the document have a designated language, like English or Spanish? Set your language so the screen reader and other assistive technologies says what you mean to say. I'm pretty sure this business meant to say something like "great haircuts here" instead of "could not connect to translator service." Check number 7. Are all text background combinations high contrast? Here we have white text over purple, which is much easier to read than the white text over a multicolored pastel background. This is a screenshot from a contrast ratio checking website. A good contrast ratio is 10.4 to 1, and UW branding options with similar ratios are husky purple and white, husky gold with black, and of course, black and white. UW brand options that fall below the 4.5 to 1 contrast ratio required by WCAG compliance are most grays and whites paired with husky gold, and most grays and purples paired with husky metallic gold. Pure black and pure white technically pass WCAG level AA, but fail AAA. To me, low contrast ratios make text difficult to read. Finally, black and most grays paired with husky purple are also inaccessible. Check number 8. Are titles and body text large enough? Make sure that body text and titles are no smaller than 10.5 points or 14 pixels. This meets WCAG standards if the contrast ratio is high enough. Check number 9. Are all paragraphs left justified? I sometimes center a title, but never a whole paragraph. This helps folks like me who have dyslexia and dysgraphia, because with letters and numbers already running all over the place, it's much easier to have the same starting point for all lines in paragraphs. Finally, check number 10. Are there more than 3 all capitalized words in a row? People read mixed text case much more quickly and with a higher comprehension rate than all caps. Plus, culturally, all caps is often perceived as shouting. Even the read full chairs letter call to action button is a bit challenging to read, so I use a smart link instead. The whole idea of a CTA button is that you want people to read it and act immediately. So I recommend only using one short call to action button per communication. In general, use smart links instead of CTAs. Next is a video with Hadi reviewing a newsletter that passes the checklist.
I am calling for the list of the headings.
Headings list view letter from the chair colon 2, 1 of 13.
So this list of heading provides some kind of information, kind of outline of what this email contains.
Faculty news colon 1.
And
Promotions to associate professor with tenure and professor colon 2. Department news colon 1.
for example, if I am interested for this section, which is a graduate program news, I press enter,
Heading level 1 graduate program news.
and my focus is right there to that section. I can read on from there.
Graphic diagram.
Another thing that we look at is look for the graphics.
Select the graphic dialog. List 1 list view.
Now,
Put it down on the group of graduates and caps and towns.
we see that, I mean, these are all text used for the graphics, so we see that they are much more meaningful than the previous example that we have seen that.
Chemistry chair Mike Heineke. David Macy yellow.
Yeah,
Award winners links in blue and Florence.
wonderful. It doesn't even say that image of that
No,
person, which is great.
Got that out of there.
Graduates in their roles.
And
Diagram of a chemical.
very meaningful,
Every unit holding the mouth of a chemical.
yeah,
Columbus.
very meaningful all text,
Columbus Thomas Guru. Research lab and faculty.
just for the audience who might be listening to this recording or watching this recording, is that we need to provide alt text or alternative text for all informational graphic, not stylistic graphics.
Took out all of those buttons, those presentation buttons, and I replaced them with links. So let's go to the links in this one and see what
Link
this
this, list.
View the web version. University of Washington. Department of Chemistry. Letter from the chair. Promotions to associate professor with tenure and professor. 2019 awards dinner. Number U grad 19. Students awarded NSF graduate research fellowship. Excellence in teaching. Janet Comanche joins you. Trying it all for healthcare. Make a gift. Marketo/dash button dash.
Replace those presentation buttons with these links like this, it would be a much better experience.
Yeah.
Contact US.
Yeah. Very good. Very meaningful. Very meaningful.
Yay.
That's good. Yeah.
We are making progress.
Oh, very good progress. Very good progress.
So don't be an accessibility zero. You can become an accessibility hero by asking whether the digital communications you receive and read pass this top 10 checklist. Again, I am Gwendolyn Dunlap. I am not disabled. I am just designed for it. If I can't answer all your questions today, my cell phone number is 360-920-2008, and my email address is wendell9@uw.edu. Thank you for your time and have a great day.